aren't you sick of just seeing these makeover shows where people just do a 3-day blitz, a 24-hour blitz, a 6-hour blitz, something like that, and bang, it's all done, everyone, and you know in your heart of hearts that, you know, in a year's time it's going to be complete rubbish. Well, Envirotube's not based around environmental rubbish. We're creating programs that are built to last. So we wanted to look at some of the pools that we've turned into ponds and how they're going after 5 or 6 years. Is it a flash in the pan, or is there something substantial to this program? Welcome to this month's Envirotube. This month we're going to be looking at established pools to ponds. This is good, leave that. We got a frog. One of the interesting things about turning a pool into a pond is that it is a wildlife magnet. Here we have a tree frog called Latoria perrini. Adult specimen, they've got a really interesting call. These pools are acting as a sanctuary for all the frogs of the area. He doesn't like the sun, he's going to move. Frogs are under the hammer because of a thing called the chytrid virus. So the chytrid virus is just going through them like a scythe. At night, you'll hear hundreds of these frogs calling. They've got a really interesting call and are a fantastic part of the environment. It can be a very exciting thing. In the middle of suburbia, you just don't expect it. A pond that's been turned from a swimming pool. Oh, watch, you can actually see him, he's trying to escape. Fantastic sanctuary for these animals. A sanctuary that they really need. Without it, they're just going to disappear. I have with me Joe Harris, who's had a swimming pool turned into a pond for how many years?
6, 7.
Now, how has this changed your life?
Oh, it has made our lives so much easier.
Now, I remember when you first started, you were worried your pool was too big. How big is your pool?
It's 40 feet long, yes. 20 feet wide, 9 foot 6 deep in the deepest end.
Wow. So this is like proof you can't have a pool that's too big. You've got a swimming pool. You want to turn it into a pond. How long are we talking about before it starts looking pondish?
We were very happy within a few months.
Right, and now with the passage of time you can see it really does look like a pond. Now, one of the interesting features of your pond is...
our floating island.
Your floating island. Your floating island scared me the first time I saw it. I can remember talking to you, and in the back of my mind I'm seeing this pool, sort of this thing moving. I'm not really sure what's going on, and then all of a sudden I realised, holy crap, the island's floating. I'd never seen that before. So how do you do a floating island?
We bought a very large piece and very thick piece of polystyrene just to see what would happen for a while, and it just lay there. When eventually we realised that it would work, we took it out and shaped it. I covered it with shade cloth, looped it together with fishing line, and as you can see, well, you can still see a bit of it. We have very heavy granite rocks on it.
Yeah, no, it's spectacular. You'd never believe that this was foam floating on water.
That's right.
And it's cheap and cheery, isn't it? You didn't spend a fortune to do this.
And you suggested we put Besser blocks in, and I wasn't very happy about that.
No, well, in fact, I learned a lot from your experience that you don't have to put structures in the pond. You can actually do a lot of floating structures.
That's right.
And that means if you ever decide to turn it back into a swimming pool, easy peasy.
Easy.
Done. Yeah. So you've also got quite a few fish here, haven't you?
Yes, we have. There are thousands of your little black natives, and I don't know their names.
Firetail gudgeon.
Gudgeon fish. We decided that for the grandchildren we had to have something a little bit more visible.
Yes.
And so we obtained our koi.
Koi? Oh, no.
That's what you said. Initially, we bought 12 in a little bag about this big.
Yes.
And as you can see, they're now like that. And we've lost 2 over the period of time.
I wouldn't say I'm a big koi fan. They're not a native fish.
No.
But I have to admit, they do present a fantastic visual sort of
That's
effect.
Right.
And when people talk about koi causing like water to be disturbed or whatever, this water, it's like it's as clear as a normal swimming pool. Now, kids, don't try this at home.
Very nice.
So, shall we get some fish food?
See, it's getting so full of weed.
The fish love it though. So if you like interacting with nature, what better way to interact with nature than to have your own friends? All right, they're koi, but they're still friends, and they like you, they knew we were potentially going to feed them. They came here for a good feed.
Apologise for not cutting the...
Oh, don't worry. Like, look, I want people to see your pond as it is. I don't want some sort of magazine shoot. I want it in the raw.
Well,
this
that's
is
what
what
it
the
is,
pond is.
in the
This
raw.
isn't some sort of manufactured bit of glitz.
No, I'm
This is
too
how
busy.
people live, and this is what you're going to find. The people who turn their pool into a pond, they just love it.
Yes. Oh, we do, really. It's made a big difference to our lives.
So instead of a chore, something you've got to look after, it's sucking money out of you, all of a sudden it's like a refuge.
That's exactly right.
Like we said, you know, sanctuary.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, it's something special.
Mm.